morning, church. Pastor Jack wanted to share with you a scripture for this week and especially for today out of 2 Corinthians chapter 3, where Paul writes to the church, "You are our epistles written in our hearts, known and read of all men, and clearly you are an epistle of Christ, ministered by us, written not with ink, but by the Spirit of the living God, and not on tablets of stone, but on tablets of flesh, that is, upon your hearts." Paul was very interested that the Corinthian church, which was such a large city and had such influence, would be able to see themselves as instruments that God could use to reflect his love and his work to those around them. You know, maybe if you've gone to get a job or you've applied for a loan, sometimes for rental, you'll be asked for a letter of recommendation. And they're not so easy to find, to get somebody to put their neck on the line for you, to say, oh yeah, you're trustworthy and dependable. And unless they know you well, you might not find that person very easily. And yet, letters of recommendation are instrumental. And that's true in the church as well. The Lord sees you and I as his work. We are his letters of recommendation to a world that Jesus has come, that he is powerful, that he loves us, that he can change our hearts, and that he can change theirs. And so Paul, in trying to encourage this young church to go out and live the life so that others could see it, encourages us as well. You know, we live in a world of folks that we don't trust very much. It seems like everyone we turn to, from politicians to salespeople to commercials and offers on the internet, we always look at them with a grain of salt, with an air of suspicion. Not everyone wants to be so honest. And I suspect that the world really is looking for someone who does know God, who isn't just talking, but living that kind of life. And to think that God would send you out as his children, as letters of recommendation, so that the world could see who he is. You might have heard the old expression, what you're doing is speaking so loud I can't hear what you're saying. And I think that's what Paul would say to us this morning, that God would use us and that fruit in your life. And what kind of fruit do you have? When people see you, what do they think about the Lord? What do they conclude about your faith? Let God work in you in such a way that as he writes upon your life by his Spirit, his character, his love, the world might not only be drawn to you and what you have, but to the God that you serve. May you be a good read as the world looks to read you. God bless you this week.